Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces with the Angry Nerd. And today we're going to take a look at the Japanese Type 95 Rogo. Now, the Type 95 heavy tank was the final result of Japanese multi-turreted tank design, and it was developed during the time period between World War I and World War II. It featured 3 turrets, the main armament being a 70mm cannon, a secondary front turret mounting a 37mm gun, and a rear turret with a 6.5mm machine gun. 4 prototypes were produced in 1934. During the 1930s, the most powerful military nations were developing tanks to break a World War I style conflict. No one wanted another trench war with stalemates, constant machine gun fire, artillery bombardments, and no one moving for months. As such, tank designs of the period were heavily set on infantry support, being large, slow-moving, and bristling with anti-personnel weaponry. The multi-turreted land battleships were seen as a viable solution to trench warfare, with all the most powerful countries adopting them in one form or another. The A1E1 Independent for the British Empire, the now Baufahrzeug for Nazi Germany, and the T-35 for the Soviet Union are prime examples of this design fashion. Imperial Japan was no exception to the rule, coming up with its own design in 1934. This was the Type 95 Rogo. The Type 95 had its beginnings with the Type 91 heavy tank prototype built in 1931. The Type 91 was an 18-ton vehicle powered by a 6-cylinder BMW 4 inline gasoline engine. It had 3 turrets. The main one in the center, armed with a 57mm cannon, and a secondary forward and rear turret armed with 6.5mm machine guns. The Type 91 ultimately proved unsuccessful, and the project was cancelled. However, with the Soviet Union increasing its power, Imperial Japan felt it could be a potential future enemy. As such, work once more resumed on a heavy tank for the Imperial Japanese Army to match the Red Army's T-35 heavy tank. Development of the Type 95 heavy tank began in 1932, with a prototype being completed in 1934. The overall structure of the chassis and module layout was much the same as the previous Type 91 prototype, but it was given significantly thicker armor. The turret face was 30mm thick, with 25mm on the sides and rear of the turret. The upper plate bore the thickest armor at 35mm, with 30mm on the side and a further 25mm on the rear. This increased the weight of the vehicle to 26 tons. The suspension was also altered, with a much simpler form of leaf spring suspension. The road wheels were reduced to 9 per side, 18 total. This was found to give the same performance while being much less complicated. The Type 95's main weapon was the Type 94 70mm cannon mounted in the primary turret. It had a secondary weapon, a Type 94 37mm cannon mounted in a forward turret, and a 6.5mm machine gun mounted in a rear turret. The tank went through trials in 1935 and performed well, but production was limited to only 4 vehicles due to logistical and tactical reasons. It was considered too big and too slow. Also, it soon became apparent that multi-turreted tank designs were a less than practical concept. With only 4 Type 95 heavies built by 1934, the project was cancelled. Now in War Thunder Arcade, the Type 95 is a Rank 1 with a battle rating of 1.3. It has a 461 horsepower engine propelling the 25.5 ton vehicle to a top speed of 15.2 miles per hour. It comes equipped with a 70mm Type 94 cannon as the main armament, and a 37mm Type 94 cannon as a secondary armament. The recommended ammo load for this vehicle is 95 rounds for the 70mm and 46 rounds for the 37mm. Now I have it assigned to an expert crew with a crew level of 150, which gives me a reload of 4.2 seconds on the main weapon. As a premium vehicle with a premium account, it has an XP reward of 318% and a Silver Line reward of 90%. So what do I think of the Type 95 Rogo here in War Thunder? Well, just as with every other tank at this battle rating, your armor will not stop just about anything and you will die pretty easily. The only difference is you usually won't get knocked out with the first shot because you have more crew members, which means that you're just going to have to wait through the crew replacement or replenishment cycle to go through before they finish you off. So you're still going to die. It's just going to take a little bit longer for them to kill you. Now this vehicle does have a main and secondary armament, the 70mm and the 37mm, which can be a good combination, but you need to get used to using those two different weapons. They fire at a different muzzle velocity, which gives the rounds a little different trajectory, so your aiming point is not the same. If you fire both weapons at the same time, they're not going to hit the same point. Now what I have done and what I suggest is that you separate the controls for the two turrets. I have mine set up like this. If I hit the page up key, I have control of the main turret. If I hit the page down key, I have control of the secondary turret. And if I hit the N key, it cancels that separation control and gives me control and fire up both turrets at the same time. And that seems to work pretty well for me. So my overall impressions of the Type 95 are not all that good. As a heavy tank, you get penetrated and crippled pretty easily, so it's not good in that aspect. As a premium with a battle rating of 1.3, it's not going to be good for researching later tanks, the Japanese tech tree. But if you're a collector and you're into interesting vehicles, the multi-turreted design is interesting to play. That being said, why don't we hop into a game and see what I was able to do with the Type 95 Rogo. Here we go. Alright, we picked up a White Rock Fortress. And we are on the northern side. I'm going to take this easternmost spawn point. Simply because it's closer to the gap to get up into the castle or the fort. Alright. See, the turret, machine gun turret on the back is pretty useless. Alright, we're going to be heading toward this gap right over here where the walls have fallen down. Machine gun fire's not, I don't know, a little bit forward and off to the side, but yeah, it's It's useless. Alright, we're going to get into the soft stuff. Really going to slow us down. And this thing struggles in soft terrain. Alright, they're capping already. I see somebody on the mini-map, so I know there's at least one enemy up here. And let's see. Oh, an LBT. Oh, there's more than one. Alright, we hit the LBT, but no damage really. Let's take out the M2. Alright, there we go. We're just going to leave both guns firing right now. See if I can get a shot on this LBT. They're pretty dangerous. Got a lot of empty space in there. Let's see. Here we go. Well, that's a nice hit to the turret. Let's see if we can hit him again. I think he's dead. Alright. Something else up this way. Oh! That thing can really mess us up. SU-51. Alright, here we go. Transmission. Can't move. There we go. So there were at least 3 vehicles up here. I took out 2 of them and did some damage to the 3rd. So not too bad for taking the point. Just looking off the side, sometimes you'll find somebody off to the side. Like right there. Hello. See somebody else. No. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Run, 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 run. Alright, I think we're far enough away. Let's see. Oh, that would have hurt. Okay, we got somebody on the bridge road here. Take a peek. Peek. Alright. Here we go. There you go. Transmission. Raise it up a little bit. Driver gunner, machine gunner. We still got left alive. There we go. I don't know who the last person was left alive, but we ended up killing him. Oh! Wasn't expecting that Tetra just to stop in front of me like that. I lost one crew member in the turret. I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. I don't want to pull straight down there and give them my side. I'm going to back up this way. Alright, here we go. Oh, I missed. And you see the different trajectories of the rounds. Kill assist. Somebody There we go. Hello. We got somebody else coming through there too. Look, got a little gaggle coming up through there. Oh, just missed him. There we go. See, the 75 is what is sighted in. I mean, the 70 millimeter, not the 75. The 70 millimeter is the main armament, and that's what you're sighted to. And the 37, you know, is not sighted. You would have to select that gun for your sight to be set for it. But we're just leaving them both on right this minute. Oh, it's a BT5. See if I can just pop him right in the turret. Maybe I can get up high enough. Oh, there it is. Oh, he moved. I can just hit him right in the turret. I'll do some good damage with this 70 millimeter, but I don't have a shot. Oh, there it is. That's the money shot. Somebody else. Nope, I killed him. This game is winding down quickly. I'm going to have to move up if I want any more kills. We got some enemies coming from the spawn. I'm going to come up here and see if I can meet them. Meet and greet. Tank's all dirty. To make these privates wash it when we get back to the motor pool. Right. No. Dang it. Kind of stuck in the ditch. Dang it. Alright, hold on. There you go. One more person over there. T70. Oh, I couldn't penetrate the lower plate. That's a tough little tank. But we did okay. Alright, let's see. Supporting fire, teamwork, tank rescuer, professional, shadow strike streak, final blow, survivor, the best squad, and heavy metal fury. Not too bad. 8 ground units destroyed. First place in the team. 27,210 silver lions. It's my premium bonus. Player statistics. Not bad at all. Alright, so yeah, the Type 95 Rogo. In general, I haven't been too impressed with this vehicle. I didn't get hit very much in this game, but it doesn't take getting shot very well. it's listed as a heavy tank, but it's easy to penetrate, and you get stuck on crew replacement for quite a bit. So yeah, if you want to collect tanks, go ahead. This is not horrible. It has an interesting camouflage and the 2-turret configuration, but yeah, if you're not a collector, I'd just bypass it. I wouldn't say it's all that worth it. But if you've liked this look at the Type 95 Rogo, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.